They usually don't want me to go after a Ten seconds. Well, good evening and welcome to Gering Memorial Stadium in Gering, Nebraska, as the 2020 high school football season kicks off tonight under the ever-changing requirements and mandates of COVID-19. High school sports were shut down in the state of Nebraska following the boys' state basketball tournament in March, and there were no spring sports in 2020. Legion baseball was allowed to play an abbreviated schedule starting in June until late July. But tonight's game will be the first game since March. Each week during the fall sports season will bring challenges in trying to operate under this pandemic. All schools across the state have put in place requirements for both students and staff to make sure that classes can continue to be held with students in the classroom. At sporting events, some high schools have limited attendance to immediate family members. Some have limited capacity and require masks and social distancing for those in attendance. Each week will be new challenges in adapting to the new normal. But let's get to football tonight. Gering enters the 2020 season with a new head coach with a familiar name to Gering fans. Danny O'Boyle takes over the reins of the Bulldog program. Of course, his dad Tom had success here at Gering, and Danny played for the Bulldogs and later came back to serve as an assistant coach before leaving to coach with his brother Pat in Arizona last season. The Bulldogs were able to post one win last season, and it came against tonight's opponent, Torrington. Gering lost their other 8 games and took on some of the top programs in Class B. The 2020 schedule is very tough with 4 Gering opponents ranked in the top 10 in Class B. For Torrington, the 2019 season was also a struggle as the Blazers finished 1-7, defeating Glen Rock for their only win. And second-year head coach Russ Steinmetz is hoping to improve on last season and has a lot of skill players returning. We're glad to be joined in the booth this season by Adam Ostick, a Gering graduate, a former Gering player, and a former football official. And we're living in strange times right now, trying to adapt to a new normal, and hopefully kicking off the high school football season will be a step towards getting back to normal.
Gosh, that's exactly right. I'm sure excited to be here on a beautiful evening here under the lights, and what can be better than football on a Friday evening?
It's definitely a nice night here. We had 95, 100 degrees the past couple of weeks. A nice night here, 81 degrees, a little bit of breeze, but I think probably the more important thing is we're having a high school football game here tonight.
Gosh, how great is it just to have some normal back? Mm-hmm. It's so great to see people in the stands and smiles on their faces, and things might look just a little bit different, but boy, it's sure the football looks the same, that's for sure.
So since your time at Gering, you, as I mentioned, you were a former football official, so you'll probably have a little insight as to what these officials are looking for or looking at here tonight.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I mean, the officials are really about player safety is first and foremost, and then they're about really letting the game matter. Right now they're going through their checks and they're trying to knock them.
It definitely, for everybody, an interesting opening night. It's going to, like I said, it's going to be a week-to-week thing. It could be on Tuesday, test positive, and it may be a decision as to whether or not a game's going to. The kids, you feel sorry for the coaches if something like that happens, because they're up towards that game, and then it could, be pulled out from under them.
Yes, really, these kids, and I parents. I stopped in into practice this week. They're excited and
exceptional care right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
For hot spring spas and Green Mountain Grills, as well as RV and boat service and accessories. High Plains Spas and Recreation, they sell fun. Well, Gering opens the 2020
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Be water wise. Did you know that most people over-fertilize their lawns and gardens? This means your fertilizer and money wash down the storm drain into our waterways, where it makes dangerous algae grow. So the next time you fertilize the yard, remember, you're not just fertilizing your lawn, so don't overwater or use fertilizer when rain is in the forecast. Smart waterways add to clean water. This is a message from Tri-City Stormwater.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
At E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC. The burden is lightened because you know the accounting, tax planning, valuation services, even litigation support, and exit planning are taken care of. Troy Hilliard with experience in guiding your business. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC. 2021 Broadway. Innovative, trusted, proven.
93.3 KMOR.
We're back on our Plant Valley Company's pregame show here tonight as we get set for opening night for the 2020 high school football season on the Rural Radio Network. I'm Chris Cottrell. Pregame coaches' comments are always brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his staff, and you can be in the zone all fall sports season long. We'll get things turned over to Jeff Kelly in just a moment, who earlier this week had a chance to catch up with first-year Gering head football coach Danny O'Boyle.
Your dad coached here, you played here, you came back and coached here as an assistant coach. What does it mean to you to be now the head coach?
It's a pretty cool opportunity, something that I never really imagined, growing up and coming through the Gering school system, and then especially 2 years ago after moving to Arizona, it was something that was not really in the back of my mind, but then my wife and I wanted to get back to the area, and the opportunity presented itself, and so we jumped at it, and going through the interview process and everything, it was exciting, and I could just kind of feel a sense of pride building up. And fortunately, I was lucky enough to get the job, and since that moment, it's been a tremendous amount of pride. It's a really cool experience, and I'm super happy to be able to be in this position and to try to help get the Gering football program back on track.
So you've had to come in, I guess, change the culture. Culture seems to be a big word down in Lincoln, and they've been trying to do that. How hard is that to install a new mindset, a new culture?
Well, yeah, there's definitely a lot of challenges that present itself. A lot of things are disciplinary issues. If you can get kids on the same page as you early on, then a lot of that stuff kind of takes care of itself. And I've got a great staff that helps enforce all of our policies, and we coach hard, and the kids know that, and we let them know that right from the get-go. They're going to be coached hard, and they're going to be held accountable for all the little details, because that's what wins and loses you football games. But I think the kids have done a great job of buying in so far. We don't have total buy-in yet, but we're very close, and I think our team has gotten a lot better because of that.
Definitely a different type of season surrounding all this with the pandemic. How has that impacted what you're doing right now? How has it impacted what you will continue to do this season?
Well, like you said, it's a lot of uncertainties out there, but we have a lot of just abnormal protocol that we have to follow as far as screening kids every day before practice with their temperatures, and even on game nights we got to screen them when they come to the field, and wear masks as much as we can. Coaches are wearing masks in practice. When players come back into the locker rooms, they got their masks on. And they've done a great job of, it's normal to us now in a sense, just because we're used to it for about.
The Runza guy said, "Enjoy your burger," and I almost said, "You too," but then I realized that didn't make sense, and all that came out was, "Yours good."
The summer heat is back, but you can keep your cool with new windows from Renewal by Andersen. That's right, Christmas in July is back. Plus, it's also Renewal by Andersen's 25th anniversary. And to celebrate, we are offering no payment, no money down, and no interest for 25 months. That means no payment until 2022 and 20% off every window and door. You'll never see an offer like this again. So call Renewal by Andersen of Wyoming today at 307-215-7493.
Downtown, that's what. Life has a way of throwing unexpected events and new opportunities our way. When life goals change with time or if fluctuating markets throw your plan off course, Wells Fargo Advisors' investment planning process offers the flexibility to make the adjustments you need to help you live the life you want. When life happens, we can help. For more information, call Ryan Windhorst, Senior Vice President of Investments, today at 632-7561. That's 632-7561.
The professional agronomy staff at Wesco wants to make 2021 the best year yet for your wheat crop. You will realize increased bushels at harvest with wheat fertilization and anhydrous ammonia applications now. Proper wheat control will also increase bushels next year.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
With a flexible phone package that allows you to customize a policy to match your individual needs. Call me at 307-460-5541 because while you know your business, we know how to help you insure.
93.3 KMOR.
We're back on the Rural Radio Network tonight as KUB.TV coverage along with radio on 93.3 KMOR, and of course we're streaming online at KMORFM.com, online for streaming there as well. Wherever you found us for tonight, sure appreciate you tuning in. Opening night for the high school football season. Chris Cottrell set to turn things back over now to Jeff Kelly with pregame coaches' comments continuing with Gering first-year head coach Danny O'Boyle.
So you've been with them through the summer. You went to camp up at Shadron through the preseason. Boy, that sounds horrible. How has that part of the program gone?
Weights was really good this summer. We had about 60 kids, give or take, every morning. Not all those football guys, obviously, but with our numbers being at 63 now,
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, only name in all seasons pest defense.
So with a new coach, comes in with a new offensive philosophy. What are we going to see from a Daniel Boyle coach team?
it'll be a little bit different than former Coach O'Boyle. As much as I'd love to spread it out, we're going to have to run the ball quite a bit. That'll keep us in games. We're going to have to execute at a high level. We're going to have to set a lot of things up. So you can expect a lot of two-back sets. We got to run the football, so we're going to try to establish that early on. And, we're not going to hit a lot of home run plays probably, but we're going to try to nickel and dime people down the field and keep their defenses on the field for an extended period of time. And burn some of that clock to give our defense, a good chance to get recovered and let them be ready to roll. So we got to keep the ball on the ground a lot, and hopefully we can drive down the field a few times a game.
Let's flip it over to the defensive side. What do we see on that side of the ball?
Coach Hanneman's running the defense, and he does an excellent job with them. You're going to see 11 guys flying to the ball every play. Guys playing hard and focusing on little details. We'll mix it up between the 40 front and the 30 front, depending on who we're playing and what we want to do for the week. But we're going to be aggressive, and we're going to play fast.
Jeff has more with Coach O'Boyle in just a moment. We'll come back right after this and wrap up pregame coaches' comments on the Rural Radio Network.
Hey, Scottsbluff and Gering, Dave Ramsey here. Think a credit card's safer to use than a debit card? Well, it's not. With credit cards, you incur debt instead of using money that you already have. With a First State Bank debit card that is linked directly to your First State Bank checking account, you avoid debt since the money is immediately withdrawn from your account. You also avoid interest, late fees, over-the-limit fees, or annual fees. Talk with my friends at First State Bank today. First State Bank, member FDIC.
Bad boys powering auto. Bad boys with the dollar of our local student athletes.
Be water wise. Did you know that most people over-fertilize their lawns and gardens? This means your fertilizer and money wash down the storm drain into our waterways, where it makes dangerous algae grow. So the next time you fertilize the yard, remember, you're not just fertilizing your lawn, so don't overwater or use fertilizer when rain is in the forecast. Smart waterways add to clean water. This is a message from Tri-City Stormwater.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaf Heads.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
How do you approach that? Is it more, let's just worry about stringing together some good offensive possessions and good defensive stops rather than putting it as a win and loss type of situation?
That's probably been the most difficult thing. It was teaching kids how to win and how to expect to do that.
but they do have the ability.
Allo for Education is back for its 6th year. So far, we've donated $200,000 to local schools, and we're not done yet. We hope you'll join us in helping educators build a brighter tomorrow for the kids in our communities. All you have to do is switch to Allo by September 30th, and we'll give $50 to the participating school of your choice. Already an Allo customer? Tell your friends and earn a $50 bill credit plus our school donation. Let's close the digital divide together. Switch today. Visit allofiber.com/education.
Seems like they have a lot of guys that contributed at the varsity level last year. So I think it'll be a pretty competitive game. I know they did drop down in classification in Wyoming, so their numbers must be down a little bit, but I expect them to come out and be ready to play, especially with the end from last year. I think some fun for us.
We may have covered this in the previous question, but what's going to be the approach to this first game?
We just want to get out and we want to execute and be good at the little things. That's something that we've been preaching all summer and preaching all the fall so far up to this point. So we just want to see our guys play hard and play fast. We know mistakes are going to happen. Hopefully we can control the football and not turn it over. We do make mistakes. We hope we're going to run.
All right, now it's time for our Key of the Game. Tonight's Key of the Game is brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto. It's the key for the game tonight.
I think our biggest key is going to be controlling the football. We've got to maintain possession. We can't turn the ball over. We can't miss blocks up front. We've got to keep everything.
At TC & More in Scotts Bluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scotts Bluff.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, Dental Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, Dental Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
As our world has changed, the way we stay connected looks different than before. Even though our communities and classrooms face new challenges and uncertainties, Viera Wireless is here to help your kids keep learning, in the classroom or at home. For less than 35 cents a day, our Student Unlimited plan has nationwide talk, text, and data, hotspot internet, and a free smartphone with no credit approval required. Learn more at viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viera Wireless, keeping you connected.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
And our national anthem here tonight from Gering's Memorial Stadium, the Gering High Marching Band out on the field here tonight as they bring us our national anthem, and as this tradition here, the American Legion Post 36 gentlemen out there with the flags and also the rifle rounds, and now they will get ready to leave the field as we're about ready for the start of the opening high school football contest of 2020. Gering won the toss. They elected to defer, so Torrington will get the ball to start this game off as we await the American Legion veterans to leave the field with the American flag and the Nebraska flag. Both teams lined up on the goal lines here tonight. Field looks to be in excellent shape with all of the warm weather that we've had here in the Nebraska Panhandle so far this season. As we said, 90 to 95 to 100 degree temperatures the past couple of weeks, but tonight breezy, and it's now 79 degrees, and definitely giving everyone a little bit of a break with the weather here tonight. Well, now it's time for the starting lineups, and the starting lineups are brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. As we said, Gering won the toss. They elected to defer, so we will give you the Torrington offense. They will start this way across the offensive line. It'll be Sam Birdsall, 6 foot, and the sophomore. Dylan Packard, 5'8", and a sophomore. Dylan Dreiling, 6'4", and a senior. Rave Rising, 6 foot, and a senior. Gabe Mitchell, 6'1", and a senior. And the tight end, Ryan Baker, 6'2", and a junior. Your wide receivers, Kaiser Wolf, 6'3", and a junior. Deegan Keith, 6 foot, and a junior. And we'll also see Chase Miller, 5'10", and a junior. The running backs, Trace Floyd, 6 foot, and a junior, and Carson Schultz, 5'10", and a junior. And your quarterback, Bo Bivens, 6 foot, and a junior. For Gering, they will start this way. It'll be Nate Rushalow at one of the linebacker positions. Your cornerbacks are Lance Isaacs, 6 foot and a senior. Carmelo Timblin, 6'1", and a junior. And Brady Radzimski, 5'7", and a senior. Your other linebackers, Tyler Garrett, 5'10", and a junior. Jacob Oswesis, 5'8", and a junior. Eli Thompson, 5'10", and a junior. And across the defensive front four, Trey Zwickel, 6'1", and
exceptional care right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
The Runza guy said, enjoy your burger, and I almost said, you too, but then I realized that didn't make sense, and all that came out was yours good.
Public schools would like to wish everyone for COVID-19 and encourage everyone to reach out to society to so we can continue to host great athletic events.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys see the
And welcome back to Gering's Memorial Stadium. Alongside Adam Ostick, I'm Jeff Kelly. We're set for kickoff, and kickoff is brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scotts Bluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Gering players, Torrington players out on the field. I think they're excited to go, and I think here in the booth we're excited to go as we're getting the 2020 high school football season underway here tonight. So it will be Lance Isaacs to kick it off for Gering, and deep for the Torrington Trailblazers is Deegan Keith. He stands at his 5-yard line. And we have 12 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to go here from Gering. As Isaacs approaches the ball, end-over-end kick. And Keith will take it at the 10, drops it. He'll pick it up at the 10 to the 15, avoids one tackler, tries to cut it outside to the 20. And he's brought down right at the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Torrington from their own 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Torrington as they move from left to right. They'll split 3 wide receivers out to the left side, 1 to the right. And Bo Bivens in the gun with 1 back to his left. Takes the snap, 1-step drop, fires in the flat. That's complete to Keith. And Deegan Keith picks up yardage up to the 27-yard line. And a nice pitch and catch there. And a 2nd down and 3 yards to go for Torrington. Last season, Bivens, 3 out of 8. He threw 3 interceptions for only 24 yards as Sam Furmanek was the starting quarterback for the Blazers. On the 2nd down play, handoff right up the middle. It'll be 1st down yardage for Trace Floyd. Go ahead. So 1st and 10 for Torrington. They're in the all-white uniforms tonight, maroon letters and numbers trimmed in black as they split a wide receiver out to each side. Now motion by Miller to the near side. Handoff goes to Floyd. He bobbles and he'll be knocked down for a loss. A loss of about 4 yards. As knocking him down first was Trey Zwickel, and check it, it's just going to be a loss of 1 for Torrington. Bring up a 2nd down and 11. 10:48 left, first quarter, no score. On the 2nd down play, this time 3 wide receivers to the right. Shotgun snap to Bivens, 1-step drop, fires in the flat, finds the receiver. That's Kaiser Wolf. Wolf finds running room down the near sideline at Gering territory. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Torrington. And a 71-yard pitch and catch from Bo Bivens to Kaiser Wolf. And Torrington on top here early. 10:25 left. And Chase Miller will kick the extra point. Movement prior to the snap right there. And the penalty goes against Torrington, so that'll back it up 5 yards as Chase Miller ready to try and add the extra point out of the hold of Bo Bivens. And now another flag comes out. And once again, the penalty against Torrington, so that'll march it back to about the 14-yard line, so it will be a 30-yard.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Up to the hard-working professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized TJ trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, foot deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Make your life a little easier tonight. Western Travel Terminal is cooking up some hot, delicious food.
There you go. Door is fixing.
Good. Oh, yeah. Two.
Yeah, good. Better. Long better.
Not that much, I don't think. About there. Test 1, 2.
A three-play, 71-yard drive on the ensuing kickoff, taken by Gering's Tyler Garrett, and Garrett gets it up to the 20-yard line, and let's see if we've got Adam with us. You got us?
Can you hear me out there?
We can hear you. There we go.
First game of the year for us too, Raja.
So the ball is set down at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for Gering after a three-play, 71-yard drive for the Blazers. A 71-yard touchdown pass from Bo Bivens to Kaiser Wolf. 1st and 10 for Gering. One wide receiver split each side. I formation behind starting quarterback Brady Radzimski. Handoff goes to Thompson, and Thompson bangs it up into the middle of the line.
Boy, just a tough run right up the middle there. Old school football.
And he gets it out to the 24-yard line. And he'll pick up 5 yards there. 2nd down and 5 for Gering. Brady Radzimski, the starting quarterback, in the backfield. Eli Thompson and Jacob Oswishis. 2nd down play. The turn and the give to Thompson, the I-back. And Thompson gets it up close to the 30-yard line. And it looks like it might be enough for a 1st down. And it will be a 1st down for Gering.
Well, you can really see that Gering's trying to establish that front line and just really pound the rock right up the middle to start the game.
And that will be the staple of Gering this season. 1st and 10 for Gering. Wide receivers split each side. Eli Thompson is the I-back. Radzimski under center. Long starting count, gives it off to Thompson. Thompson drops the ball. Ball's loose. Gering pointing that they've got it. And luckily for Gering, Eli Thompson got back on that loose ball.
Yeah, it looks like he might have ran into his own guy there in the backfield and jarred it loose. Kind of got some contact before he was ready.
And it'll be 2nd down, and they're going to give him a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. Sam Rushlow, your tight end. Lance Isaacs and Carmelo Timblin, your wide receivers, as they each split out to one side for Gering. Long count by Radzimski. Give it to the first man through. That's the fullback. Oswishis. And he gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line for Gering.
Yep, fullback trap. Boy, we've seen that through the years, haven't we?
It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Gering. 8:07 left first quarter, 6-0. Torrington on top. Isaac splits out wide to the right. The turn to give to the fullback, Oswishis, and he gets it across the 40-yard line. Knocked down right there, Carson Schultz for the Blazers. That'll be a Gering 1st down. And Gering keeping exclusively on the ground here in this first possession of the year.
And both backs really having some success up the middle. Good, hard, tough runs.
1st and 10, Gering, 7:50 left, first quarter. Torrington 6-0. Wide receivers split each side on 1st and 10. Long count once again by Radzimski. Give it off to Tyler Garrett, who's in at I-back, and Garrett will maybe get it back to he'll lose a yard as he was knocked down at the 40-yard line. Tyler Garrett, 5'10", and a junior. Checking into the Gering lineup is Ryan Johnston at a wide receiver spot. As they break the huddle, Johnston will split out wide to the left, trips to the right for Gering. First time out of the gun this season. Radzimski with the shotgun snap. He rolls, throws on the run, complete to Carmelo Timblin at the 45-yard line.
Boy, nice rollout play there by Gering and caught the wide receiver right out there in the flat. Torrington sure came with the ears pinned back in a blitz, and Gering had the right call dialed up.
Pickup of 5 yards. It'll be a 3rd down and 5 for Gering. Carson Schultz once again on the tackle. 3rd down. Double wide receiver split to each side. Shotgun snap, back to Radzimski. 3-step drop, finds Johnson. Cross midfield at the 45. Still on his feet at the 40. And Johnston gets it into Torrington territory, down to the 35-yard line, and a 1st and 10 for Gering.
Boy, a little double hitch route. We called that 90 but back when I played, and he made a great play on the sideline there. Just speed and athleticism got those yards.
Brady Radzimski, his 2nd completion of the night, and Gering 1st and 10, 6:10 left first quarter. Torrington 6-0. 1 wide receiver split each side, I formation for the Bulldogs. Radzimski turns, gives off Eli Thompson. Thompson finds running room down to the Torrington 26-yard line. And that big offensive line for Gering of Zwickel, Schlotthauer, Mount, Leeson, Blanco getting the job done for Gering.
Boy, just rumbling through the tackles. Just nothing fancy about it, but really just imposing their will up front.
Pickup of 8, 2nd down and 2. 1 wide receiver split each side in the I formation. As Radzimski bobbles the snap, he's able to get right back on it. And a couple of mishandles by both teams early in this game.
Yeah, those first games, it keeps you up at night before the first game, but you get through it, and after you get hit once, it feels like then you're ready. Then you're ready to play.
So once again, or will be 3rd down. 3rd down and 2. Gering at the Torrington 27-yard line, moving right to left. Isaac splits out wide right, Timblin to the left. Wishes is the fullback. Eli Thompson, the I-back. Radzimski under center, bobbles the snap again, but he'll find the handle and he'll pick up yardage. He'll pick up enough yards for the 1st down as he gets it to the Torrington 22-yard line. And that's the 4th first down on this drive for Gering.
Boy, really made something out of nothing there. He was bobbling the snap around, but just tuck it and ran right up the middle for the 1st down. True player.
Reisig, Dreiling, and Baker, the defensive front 3 for the Torrington Trailblazers. 1st and 10, Gering. 10th play of the drive that started at the Gering 19-yard line. Wide receiver split each side. Radzimski under center. Gets the snap, he'll turn, give it off to Thompson over the left side, 20, and almost stepped out of a tackle and into the end zone at the 15-yard line before Cole Perriott wrapped him up, but not before he got it down to the Torrington 13-yard line, and that's what you want, 2nd down and 1. So we'll see what Gering can do here on 2nd down and 1. The tight end is Sam Rushlow on the left side of the formation for Gering. Radzimski awaits the snap, finds Thompson, and Thompson bangs it up in there, and we'll see if they give him forward progress. Cody Pierce there on the tackle for the Blazers. And they're going to say no gain on the play, and a 3rd down and 1 for Gering in a fast-moving first quarter. 3:34 left, 6-0 Torrington. And the officials, I think, discussing where they're going to place the ball.
I think looking for a measurement from the other sideline there.
And they'll bring in the chains from the far sideline to see if maybe he picked up the first down before he was pushed back. And we'll get the glasses on that as they will stretch the chains. And it will be just about a yard short for Gering. So it'll be a 3rd down and 1.
Well, you sure don't expect them to get too crazy with the play call here. I think right up the middle.
We will see what they do. On a 3rd down and 1, the ball set at the Torrington 13-yard line. Gering moving right to left. Timblin, the wide receiver, split to this, the left side. Lance Isaacs to the right. As ball now ready for play. Split backs in the backfield. Radzimski under center. Awaits the count. He'll take it himself, and Radzimski will pick up the first down as he gets it to the Torrington 10-yard line. 1st and 10 for Gering.
The quarterback draw, and boy, he was tough, got low, and really moved that pile. I mean, he got a couple of yards when he only needed 1.
Gering with their 5th first down of this opening drive that's eaten up a bunch of clock. This will be the 13th play of the drive. Gering would like to cash it in right here as Nate Rushlow now in at fullback for the Bulldogs. Radzimski under center, takes it, finds Thompson. Thompson breaks through, still on his feet, and he'll get it down to the Torrington 5-yard line. Wrapped up by a host of Torrington tacklers led by Cody Pierce. Cole Perriott also in there for the Blazers. But the gain down to the 5-yard line, and a 2nd down and goal to go from the Torrington 5. Gering breaks the huddle. The I formation. 1 wide receiver split to each side. Radzimski awaits the snap. He's going to take it himself, trying to get it around the left side. Keeps his feet going. He'll be very close, and he's in for a Gering touchdown.
Wow, what a run. We thought we had him down just about at the line of scrimmage there. He put his head down and just kept those feet moving right on into the goal, into the end zone. It was really tough play.
Nice run. That caps a 14-play drive, an 81-yard drive by the Gering Bulldogs, and they're on the board for the first time here in 2020 as Brady Radzimski takes it over from 5 yards out. And Lance Isaacs on to attempt the point after, out of the hold of Bonsack, as the snap was fumbled by Bonsack, and Torrington falls on it, and the extra point is no good. 2:09 left first quarter. We're tied at 6 on the Wesco scoreboard.
Allo for Education is back for its 6th year. So far, we've donated $200,000 to local schools, and we're not done yet. We hope you'll join us in helping educators build a brighter tomorrow for the kids in our communities. All you have to do is switch to Allo by September 30th, and we'll give $50 to the participating school of your choice. Already an Allo customer? Tell your friends and earn a $50 bill credit plus our school donation. Let's close the digital divide together. Switch today. Visit allofiber.com/education.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
And the kickoff by Lance Isaacs goes into the end zone. And Torrington will start 1st and 10 from their own 20. 2:09 left here in the first quarter.
Great kick. You love to see in high school when those sail into the end zone like that. That really takes some of that pressure off your return team.
Nice job also by Gering to answer back after Torrington gets a 71-yard touchdown pass.
Yes. It shows a lot of fight and resolve for them to go out and drive down the field like they did in that physical manner.
Torrington will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20 as they move from left to right. 2 wide receivers split left, 1 right. Bo Bivens is the quarterback. Out of the gun, motion by Miller. He'll hand it off to to Trace Floyd. And Floyd across the 25 to the Torrington 27-yard line. He picks up 7 and puts Torrington in a 2nd down and 3.
Enough and fancy there, a little draw out of the shotgun.
2nd down and 3 for Torrington. Out of the gun, 1 back to the right of Bivens, and he'll hand it off to Trace Floyd, and Floyd puts his head down and keeps his feet, but he'll be knocked down as he gets it across the 30 to the 34-yard line, and a 1st down and 10 for Torrington. Minute 24 left here in the first quarter. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 left. Shotgun snap back to Bivens. 1-step drop, fires to Kaiser Wolf, complete at the 40, 45. And Kaiser Wolf will get it across the 45 to the 47-yard line.
Boy, he sure made an impact in the game already today. Nice little pass play right there out into the flat. Gering was playing pretty light on the flats. They may have had a blitz on, and Torrington took advantage of a hole in the D.
2nd catch by Kaiser Wolf. His first reception went for 71 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10 for Torrington. 2 wide receivers to the left. Motion now by Miller to the left. Give it off to the fullback. He finds some running room. Deeper into Gering territory. Down to the 41-yard line. The ball carrier that time, Cody Pierce. And Pierce gets it to the Gering 41-yard line. And a 1st and 10 for Torrington.
They've ran that draw play a few times tonight with some success.
As they have been most of the night, Torrington will go from the shotgun. Miller to the left side, and Pierce breaking tackles, and he'll get it deeper into Gering territory, down across the 30-yard line before Rushelo wraps him up. Also in there to help out, Isaiah Blanco, but not before Torrington picks up another 1st down as the ball setting at the Gering 30-yard line with 40 seconds left. This may be the last play of the first quarter. 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun snap, handoff to Pierce, and Pierce wrapped up and knocked down. Rushelo brings him down along with Hunter Hayden.
You know, they keep running the same draw play right out of the shotgun. Sometimes they run some motion in front of it. Sometimes they all kind of stay set, but really the same blocking scheme right up the middle.
So a 2nd down and 2. We'll see if Torrington can get this play off before the end of the first quarter. And they will not be able to. At the end of the first quarter, we're tied at 6 on the Wesco scoreboard. And welcome back to Gering's Memorial Stadium. This is Jeff Kelly alongside Adam Ostick in the Logos broadcast booth. Stop in the Logos and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There's no job too big or too small for Logos in downtown Gering. And Ally Property Management, your friend in real estate. Impressions in the first quarter as we look at Gering for the first time this season.
Well, they want to run the football. I think we saw that, and they are very physical up front. They've had some success. They had a 5-minute drive go down the field, and they really look physical. They look the part this year.
As we start the second quarter, we switch ends of the field. Torrington will move from right to left on a 2nd down and 2. With the ball set at the Gering 23-yard line, shotgun snap, and the ball handoff given to Trace Floyd, and Floyd tries to find some running room around the left side, and he gets it down to the 20-yard line before Brady Radzimski wraps him up.
Boy, again, that same draw play we've been seeing all night. That time, Gering really plugged the holes, and they really held outside contained.
3rd down and a yard as Wolf and Deegan Keith spit out wide to the right. And the quarterback, Bo Bivens, will put his head down and pick up the first down for the Torrington Blazers. As he's wrapped up right there by Maddox Janacek. First down yardage puts the ball down at the 18-yard line for Torrington. Chase Miller splitting out wide to the left. The back is Floyd as Bivens drops to pass, throws pass, intercepted. And right there, Ryan Johnston intercepts the ball for Gering, and he went to a knee to bring that down, so Gering will have it deep in their own territory at the 4-yard line, and the first turnover of the game goes to Gering.
Boy, great play by the cornerback there. Looks like it was a flag route, and just a bit underthrown. The cornerback jumped that route and made a great play. Just the spark Gering needed.
Gering started their first drive at the 19, this time deeper in their own territory at the 4. They'll split a wide receiver out to each side as they move from left to right, I formation. And they'll give it off to the second man through, Jacob Oswicious, and gets it maybe back to the line of scrimmage for Gering. Carson Schultz brings him down. No gain on the play. We're going to call it 2nd down and 10. Torrington in the all-white uniforms tonight. Gering in the blue jerseys with the white letters and numbers trimmed in gold and the white pants. 2nd down and 10 for Torrington. Timblin split wide left. The snap, give off to Oswicious, the fullback, and he takes a big hit as he picks up a couple of yards there. Kyler Shields with the initial hit, and Dylan Dreiling there to assist on that tackle.
Well, it sure has been physical out there. Some big hits up front.
They'll put the gain out to the 6-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Gering. 9:44 left first half. We're tied at 6.
Let's see if they reach into that playbook this back far in their own side of the field.
I formation once again behind Radzimski. Snap back is Radzimski looking to throw, trying to avoid trouble. He won't be able to, and he's sacked for a loss all the way back to about the 2-yard line as the first man to bring him down was Ryan Baker. And a big loss on the play, and Gering will be forced to punt it away from their own end zone.
Well, it looks like he was trying to roll out there to the flat again, and someone was in his way. When he cut back, there was someone in his way also. He did a great job getting what he could out of it.
And officials whistle stopping play here, and a timeout taken by Gering. We'll take it with them. 9:54 left first quarter. We're tied at 6 on the Wesco scoreboard.
At TC and More in Scottsbluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC and More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
You'll go to another day to see if you lose. Call us now at 800-507-9136. That's 800-507-9136. Our network of attorneys are ready to fight you, and you'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Time restrictions may apply, so call now. 800-507-9136. That's 800-507-9136. Again, 800-507-9136. 93.3.
And the punt from Lance Isaacs goes straight up in the air, and it'll bounce at about the 15.
Yeah, if they would have got a hand on that back there. Oop, might be a flag in the end zone.
And there is. And roughing the kicker, the call on Torrington. But that punt looked like it did get partially blocked. But as you saw, a flag in the end zone.
First penalty of the game, and it's a big one.
So this will give Gering the ball back. And a correction on the time. It's 8 minutes 45 seconds left in the first quarter. I think I said 9:45 as I went into the break. And the roughing the kicker call. After the penalty, it'll give Gering the ball. They will mark it down at the 17-yard line after the penalty.
Which is about where that punt ended up, I think.
So Gering with a big break there. First down and 10. Hunter Hayden into the ball game. He's at a wide receiver. He'll split out to the left side, or to check that to the right side. Carmelo Timblin to the left. Motion by Timblin. The snap, the toss to Eli Thompson. Thompson trying to go around the left side, and he'll lose yardage. Back to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Gering trying a little pitch play. We used to call that quick out to the side there, and it looks like a wide receiver broke some contain, and they got back in the backfield pretty quick.
Loss on the play of 3, second down and 13 for Gering after they were ready to punt it away from their own end zone, and a roughing the kicker penalty gives it back to Gering. But a big second down and 13 here as Johnston and Hayden split out to the right. Tyler Garrett to the left, out of the shotgun for Gering. Second down play, snap back, and officials whistle stopping play.
And delay a game here.
So the delay of game will put...
illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution. I saw Jacob Wishes come off the field a little bit late, and that may have been where the penalty occurred.
Yeah, that first game, like we've talked before, knocking that rust off, getting those personnel packages in and out, that takes some time.
So a loss makes it, let's say, second down and about 18. Trips to the right. Radzimski bobbles the snap. He's just going to run it himself. Still on his feet, and he'll get it across the 15-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage at the 17, but it won't be obviously near enough for a first down.
Great play there, great athletic move, made a man miss. It looked like it might have been a pass play that kind of broke down, but he made something out of nothing there.
And a correction there, it will be 3rd down, and we're going to call it 11 for Gering. 2 wide receivers split each side for the Bulldogs. Radzimski out of the gun. Gets the snap, drops the throw, looks right, throws right, and that pass almost intercepted as Deegan Keith was back there on the coverage for the Blazers. Hunter Hayden, the intended receiver for the Bulldogs, and now Gering with 7 minutes left, and it's 4th down, and Lance Isaacs will come in to punt the ball away.
Yeah, 2 wide receivers split out there, and we call that play switch. They switch positions and run just a fly route.
Kaiser Wolf deep for the Blazers. And this time, this punt a little better, still straight up in the air, and it'll take a Torrington bounce and be down at the Gering 40-yard line. 6 minutes, 51 seconds left here in the first half, 6-6.
Boy, Gering really seemed like they just had trouble finding some rhythm on that drive. You get behind the sticks like you did, and it's hard to, they call that being on schedule, and Gering just couldn't quite find the rhythm on that play, but, really looking good so far.
So Torrington with their 3rd possession. They turned it over on their last possession on the interception by Johnston for Gering. So 1st and 10. Torrington, 2 wide receivers to the left. Motion to the left by Miller. He'll take the handoff around the left side. 35-30 down the near sideline, and he's wrapped up and pushed out of bounds. He gets it inside the 20. Carmelo Timblin runs him down, but not before Miller picks up 1st down yardage all the way down to the Gering 18-yard line. Pick up on the play of 22 yards and a 1st down.
Just came in motion and got the ball from the quarterback there. You see that play all the time, and he just made it to the sideline.
Miller split out wide to the right. Bivens looking to the sideline. Play signaled in. Trace Floyd to the left of Bivens. Gets the snap, 1-step drop, tries to fire it in the flat. Looking for Miller, the tight end. But Lance Isaacs there to tip that one away.
Great coverage there. He was there right on time and just denied the ball.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Torrington. Looking to add to their point total. We're tied at 6. Carson Schultz checking into the game for the Blazers. Deegan Keith along with Kaiser Wolf split out wide to the right. Bivens out of the gun. Miller in motion. Give it off to Trace Floyd, and Floyd will bang it up right in the middle and maybe pick up a couple yards that time. Eli Thompson, the first man to hit him, along with Jackson Schlotthauer.
Boy, Torrington's been playing really well up front. They're hitting their fits and really making some nice holes for these running backs to fly through.
No gain on that attempt, and a 3rd down and 10 for Torrington. Once again, 2 wide receivers split out to the left side. Officials' flags come out, and looks like, as Chase Miller clapping, this penalty will be on Gering.
I think they all moved on that one.
Mark it off from the 18 down to the 13-yard line. That'll give Torrington a 3rd down and 5. Ball set down, ready for play. Bivens out of the gun. Now stops, looks to the far sideline. Cody Pearson at a wide receiver for the Blazers as Bivens takes the snap. He's going to try and bang it up into the middle. He'll be stacked up and brought down. Andrew Mount on the tackle.
Little quarterback draw there. Gering did a great job of plugging that hole and getting him down to the ground.
Pick up a 1 down to the 12 and a 4th down and 4 with 5:53 left in the first half. Gering 6, Torrington 6.
You know, overall, really great possession for Gering here, getting the stop and getting them into a 4th down.
And a timeout taken by at 6 on the Wesco scoreboard.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Jeff Kelly, Adam Ostick back at Gering's Memorial Stadium. 4th down and 4 for Torrington as they have the ball set down at the Gering 12-yard line. Trips to the right. Bivens takes the snap, drops, fires over the middle, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Chase Miller. And Torrington will turn it over on downs to Gering with 5 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the first half.
Wow, just, tough play there for Torrington. They had a post route and just a little bit behind him. Gering had it covered well, but it just bounced off his hands, unfortunately.
So Gering will have it once again deep in their own territory. The ball set down at their own 12-yard line. Gering moving from left to right. High formation. Radzimski goes under center. Turn, give it off. Eli Thompson spins, avoids one tackler, gets it across the 15, down to about the 18-yard line.
Tough run up the middle. A little spin move, make a couple people miss. He had a lot of yards after contact on that play.
Cole Perriott with the stop. And Gering puts it down at the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Wide receivers split each side. Radzimski gives off to Thompson. Thompson still on his feet. He'll get it across the 20 and battling for yardage down to the Gering 24-yard line. Deegan Keith there to bring him down. Last man off the pile for Torrington that time is Trace Floyd, but enough for a Gering 1st down.
Boy, another run right up the middle like we've seen it all night. But I tell you what, these guys are playing tough and they're playing hard on both sides up front.
4:51 left first half. We're tied at 6. Wide receivers split each side for the Bulldogs. High formation as Gering will take a timeout.
Looks like they're intent on being the last possession of the half here.
4.5 minutes left here in the first half. And here from Gering's Memorial Stadium, Paul Reed Construction and Supply has been in business for over 35 years. Headquartered in Gering, the company provides an array of services ranging from commercial and industrial building construction to heavy highway earthwork and installation of underground utilities, as well as the rock pile division, service and equipment. Paul Reed Construction on 10th Street in Gering. Alongside Adam Ostick, I'm Jeff Kelly from the Logos broadcast booth. Glad you could be with us tonight here on 93.3 KMOR. And for those of you watching on KNEB.TV, not a lot of offensive explosion here in the first half for either team, but Gering's first drive of the season, or the first offensive possession, I should say, of the season ended in points, so a nice job by Gering.
Yeah, really kind of contrasting styles of play here. Torrington likes to spread it out. Gering likes to keep it tight and pound the rock.
Hunter Hayden splits out wide to the right side. High formation behind Radzimski. He'll give it off to the first man through. That's the fullback, Jacob Oswicius. And Oswicius, no gain as he gets it back to the line of scrimmage. First man to hit him there was Cole Perriott. And second down, they're going to give him a yard on that carry. Correction there, so second down and 9.
Looks like Gering slowing down the pace here a little bit with, with 4 minutes left in the half. I don't think they'd like to have Torrington see the ball again this half.
They come to the line on a second down and 9. Two wide receivers split wide right. Two tight ends in the formation for the Bulldogs. And before the snap goes, flags come out.
Might have waited a little too long on that play. If you see that back judge throw the flag, it's either an illegal substitution or a delay game.
And that is what it is, delay a game, so that'll move the ball back to the 20-yard line and put Gering in a second down and 15 with 3:44 left in the first half. 6-6 on the scoreboard. High formation behind Radzimski. Gets the snap. Eli Thompson gets the handoff, and Thompson bangs it across the 20 up close to the 24-yard line.
Well, you keep thinking when they spread out these guys out to the outside, if they're going to take a shot here, try to catch Torrington sleeping a little bit. It's easy when you're playing teams like Gering to kind of get into a rut where you have an idea in your head what they might do every play. So might be time to take a shot.
DJ Mackey on the stop for the Blazers. And third down, let's call it 11 for Gering. One wide receiver split to each side. Motion now by Nate Rushlow. Radzimski keeps it. He's going to take it on the run, and Radzimski will get it to the 30-yard line before he's wrapped up.
The power option here to the right side.
And the stop by Torrington with the ball. We're going to say it's at the 30-yard line.
Torrington looks like they took a timeout to try to save some clock.
2 minutes and 51 seconds left here in the first half. We're tied at 6. Gering will be back here at home next week as Grand Island Northwest comes to town. And for the Blazers, they will be at home for their home opener as the Douglas Bearcats will come to town. And for Grand Island Northwest, of course, one of the perennial powers in Class B. Usually they've got a stud quarterback, but this season, Grand Island Northwest with a stud kicker, Parker Janke. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of a offensive threat he brings for the Northwest Vikings that'll be here in Gering next Friday night.
Boy, a kicker in high school is so dangerous. That gives you a whole nother dimension to an offense that you can really attack teams with.
4th and 5 for Gering at their own 30. They move left to right. Punt, the snap back to Lance Isaacs, and this one goes straight up in the air, and it will hit and go out of bounds at the 48-yard line. And that's where Torrington will take over. And as you said, they took that timeout, and it leaves them 2 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the first half, and they've got it deep in Gering territory. Now they move it back. It'll be put down at the Torrington 46-yard line. Miller splits out wide to the left, 2 wide receivers right for the Blazers. See if they take a shot right here. Bivens gets the shotgun snap. He'll hand it off to Trace Floyd. Floyd finds some running room. So he gets it across the 50 to the Gering 48-yard line.
Another draw play. We look like we have some hurry-up offense here from Torrington.
Pick up a 6, 2nd down and 4. 3-man rush by Gering. Shotgun snap back to Bivens. Drops the throw. Fires right. And that pass goes through the hands of Kaiser Wolf. Lance Isaacs was back there. Almost had a chance at an interception.
Yeah, bit of an overthrow there in the corner. Had coverage over the top there and just about had it just off his fingertips.
Incomplete pass makes it 3rd down and 4. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left first half. Gering and Torrington tied at 6 here from Gering's Memorial Stadium.
And now Torrington finds themselves in a 3rd and medium here with the clock stopped.
They'll split 2 wide receivers out to the right side. And once again, a timeout taken by Torrington. And Russ Steinmetz, with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the first half, wants to talk things over and try and get some points on the board before the end of the first half. As Torrington scored on their first possession, a 3-play, 71-yard drive as Bo Bivens hit Kaiser Wolf for the touchdown. And then Gering answered right back on their first offensive possession of the season. A 14-play, 81-yard drive that ended in a Brady Radzimski 5-yard run. Neither of the point afters by either team was good, and that's been all the scoring here in this one to this point.
Well, now Torrington finds themselves in kind of a tough position with a 3rd and medium. If you don't get it, Gering takes a timeout, and they have a lot of field and a lot of time left to go. But so really a crucial play here in the first half for the Trailblazers.
Rick Kinnaman in charge of the defense for the Bulldogs. As his defense comes out on a 3rd down and 4. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left for Torrington. Snap back, Bivens fires over the middle, complete. Or check that in and out of the hands of Chase Miller.
Just a little bit behind him on another post route there. They've really enjoyed that play, and they've had some success. Just a little behind the wide receiver there.
Chase Miller, a 5'10 junior. Now it's 4th down with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. First half. And Torrington will punt it away. Trace Floyd drops deep in punt formation. Nobody's dropped deep for Gering. Snap back to Floyd.
Good punt.
And a nice punt. That'll hit up to 10, and it will go into the end zone. So Gering will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the first half. And as we said, we are tied at 6. Stay with us. We'll have our halftime show. We'll recap what little scoring we've had, and we'll also go over the first half statistics, see how Adam's math skills are.
Not great.
So Gering will have it 1st and 10.
The first time this year we get to see Gering's 2-minute offense here. We'll see how it changes from their base.
Lance Isaac splits out wide right, Timblin to the left. Out of the eye once again, Radzimski under center. Hand off Eli Thompson, and Thompson will get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not much there that time for Thompson. Brought down Dylan Dreiling on the solo tackle. And now 2nd down and 10. Minute 44, clock running. Radzimski gets the play from head coach Danny O'Boyle. He'll take it back to the huddle, and not a lot of urgency being shown by Gering.
No, and they get the ball first in the second half. They may be playing for halftime here.
Timlin split out wide right as Radzimski drops the snap, but he's able to get back on it. And the second mishandled center quarterback exchange tonight from Torrington, or check that, from Gering. Clock continues to run 1:07.
Boy, Torrington sure has some active kids up there up front. They're really getting in the middle of there and really making those Gering linemen's jobs a lot harder tonight.
Ray Reisig, Dylan Dreiling, Ryan Baker, the front three for the Torrington Trailblazers on a 3rd down and 10, 44 seconds left. One wide receiver split to each side. Under center is Radzimski. He'll get the snap, but flags come out. Officials whistle, stopping play. And once again, I think Gering with the penalty, so it'll mark it off 5 yards. And put Gering in a 3rd down and 15 with 36 seconds left.
I think here they'll be content just to eat up some clock, and it'd be a really bad place to turn the ball over. So ball security and see if we can't get this game into halftime.
3rd and 15 for the Bulldogs. Snap back to Radzimski. He drops it, and it looks like Torrington gets on it this time. And they do.
Looks like some trouble with the exchange there with the running back.
Cody Pierce with the fumble recovery, and Torrington with a chance to maybe punch one into the end zone here with 30 seconds left off the turnover. And Radzimski, as you said, maybe bobbled it before he could get it to his running back.
Looks like there was a bobble on that last play too before the penalty blew it dead. So something they're going to have to work on at halftime and talk about getting those exchanges done cleanly.
So 1st and 10 for Torrington at the Gering 10-yard line. Bivens with the shotgun snap, pass into the end zone and over the outstretched hands of Kaiser Wolf.
What a great pass by Bivens. That's exactly the only person that could catch that was the wide receiver. Great pass fade to the corner of the end zone.
Radzimski on the coverage. And it'll be 2nd down and goal to go for the Blazers with 26 seconds left. And a timeout taken by Gering. And Rick Kinnaman wants to talk to his defense. As we said, stay with us. We will have our halftime show. We'll recap the scoring and give you some of the halftime numbers here from Gering in a game that hasn't showed a lot of scoring. All of the scoring in this one has come in the first quarter on the first 2 offensive possessions by each team.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's the first game of the year on both sides. Some problems with the center quarterback exchange, quarterback running back exchanges, some stuff they just need to clean up. And both these coaches will have their teams ready to play for the second half. But crucial point for Gering and the Trailblazers here.
Out of the timeout, a 2nd down and 10. The ball at the Gering 9-yard line. Bivens in the shotgun motion, low snap. Bivens is going to have to take it himself, try and get what he can, but he's wrapped up and pushed back. Jacob Oswicius on the initial hit, and now Torrington will go no huddle. No gain on the play.
Maybe a flag down there from the head linesman. Looking like an illegal shift, maybe.
Didn't see the indication by the official. A 2nd down and goal to go. And now let's see, they're going to mark off the penalty against Torrington. And that'll put it back to the 14-yard line.
Yep, false start play there. You normally see them blow that dead on a false start, so that must have been an illegal shift.
Second down, goal to go for Torrington. Bivens gets the snap, looks long into the end zone once again, and Trace Floyd goes over his outstretched hands, but we've got a flag down.
We might see an offensive pass interference here. It looks like he pulled the defender down with him there.
It was Kaiser Wolf that pulled down Brady Radzimski, but they're going to say that the penalty is on Gering. So the penalty, I believe, was on Brady Radzimski on the defense on the coverage on Kaiser Wolf. So after Torrington gets flagged for 5 yards, they'll mark one off against Gering.
Well, and you know, when these guys are, especially with those fades back to the corner, there's a lot of hand fighting, and I think both guys are probably a little guilty there.
So that'll mark the ball down at the 8-yard line. And still second down and goal to go as Bivens goes under center. Gets the snap, drops to throw, throws over the middle, and can't hook up with his intended receiver that time, Carson Schultz, as Tyler Garrett there on the coverage for Gering with 7 seconds left. And Torrington facing a third down right here. Checking in for the Gering defense is Maddox Janacek.
Crucial play here for the Trailblazers. You know they're going to connect on one of those passes here shortly.
Shotgun snap back to Bivens, throws into the end zone and throws behind his intended receiver, Chase Miller. And with 4.5 seconds left, Torrington looking at a fourth down. And they will attempt the field goal. And I believe their place kicker is Chase Miller, who missed an extra point earlier. And this field goal will be an 18-yard attempt. Miller, a right-footed kicker, out of the hold of Bivens. Low snap. Miller gets it up, but it goes off to the right side, and Torrington not able to put it in the end zone off of a Gering turnover. And we're at halftime here from Gering's Memorial Stadium, and at the half we're tied, Torrington 6, Gering 6 on the Wesco scoreboard.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Be water wise. Did you know that most people over-fertilize their lawns and gardens? This means your fertilizer and money wash down the storm drain into our waterways, where it makes dangerous algae grow. So the next time you fertilize the yard, remember, you're not just fertilizing your lawn, so don't overwater or use fertilizer when rain is in the forecast. Smart waterways add to clean water. This is a message from Tri-City Stormwater.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Points apiece as Torrington got on the board first early in the first quarter as Bo Bivens hooked up with Kaiser Wolf from 71 yards out, and Wolf takes it into the end zone. But the point after touchdown by Miller was no good, and Torrington led it 6-0. Then on Gering's first offensive possession of the season, Gering goes 14 plays, 81 yards. Brady Radzimski takes it the final 5 yards on a run play. The point after touchdown by Lance Isaacs was no good, and we were tied at 6, and that is where we are at right now here, tied at 6-6, Torrington and Gering here at halftime on the West Coast scoreboard.
You can read that. Yeah, so 63 for Gering and them, or Torrington is with us, 35 passing. He started 4 for 4, but since he's 4 for 12.
The Runza guy said, enjoy your burger, and I almost said, you too, but then I realized that didn't make sense, and all that came out was yours good.
The summer heat is back, but you can keep your cool with new windows from Renewal by Andersen. That's right, Christmas in July is back. Plus, it's also Renewal by Andersen's 25th anniversary. And to celebrate, we are offering no payment, no money down, and no interest for 25 months. That means no payment until 2022 and 20% off every window and door. You'll never see an offer like this again. So call Renewal by Andersen of Wyoming today at 307-215-7493.
They're switching.
I wonder. What was the Scotts Bluff score?
13-0.
Huh?
They lost 13-0. Oh, I bet I can find some scores for you.
The band will be playing Panic's 2018 hit, High Hopes. The band is under the field direction of drum major Anis Barraza and the directors Ben Bayou and Natalie Proton. Your Gering High School Band.
There you go. You go to kneb.com in the sports section.
Okay. And welcome to Stadium here in Gering. We're at halftime, and we are tied at 6. And Adam has some numbers here from the first half.
Yeah, rushing-wise, really pretty even. Torrington had 63 rushing yards, while Gering had 81. Passing is a different story. Torrington had 116 yards through the air, while Gering only had 35. And almost all those 35 came on one play. Torrington started out 4 for 4. Bevins was really hooking the ball around really well, and since then he's thrown one interception, and he's 4 for 12. A lot of those passes were really close and really just off the fingertips. Torrington starts connecting on those, and they're really going to be moving the ball. Gering hasn't passed much, but that's really not their game plan, not their wheelhouse. But they, I look for them to open it up a little bit in this second half, as this one's tight.
All right, well, let's come back. We'll have some individual numbers after the break. We're tied at 6 here at Gering's Memorial Stadium on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, There won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
Be water wise. Did you know that most people over-fertilize their lawns and gardens? This means your fertilizer and money wash down the storm drain into our waterways, where it makes dangerous algae grow. So the next time you fertilize the yard, remember, you're not just fertilizing your lawn, so don't overwater or use fertilizer when rain is in the forecast. Smart waterways add to clean water. This is a message from Tri-City Stormwater.
Pierce. Wishes.
Jeff Kelly, Adam Ostick back here at Memorial Stadium in Gering. We're tied at 6. Gave you some of the team totals. Let's look at the individual totals tonight.
Yeah, starting with the visiting Torrington Trailblazers. Biven has notched out an impressive 98 yards through the air. Like I said, he started out 4 for 4. Since then, 4 for 12 with an interception, but he's really close on a lot of these passes. I expect him to connect on some of these in the second half and really give Gering some fits. As far as on receiving-wise, Wolf leads the Trailblazers with 87 yards, and a lot of that came on a 71-yard pass hit there in the first quarter. As far as Gering, some rushing stats for you, Thompson's been the workhorse. He has 50 yards on 13 attempts. Oswicious, too, has 4 attempts for 12 yards, so a heavy dose of right between the tackles, and it's really no surprise what Gering's doing out there. They're trying to control the clock, the tempo, with running it right between the tackles.
All right, let's take a look at the Torrington totals.
And so, yeah, it's like Torrington, as we said, Bivens there with 98 yards through the air, and Floyd has 19 yards rushing, while Bivens has notched 4 yards on a couple scrambles itself.
All right, so there's your individual totals, your team totals here at halftime. Those are your halftime numbers. Let's take our final break, and we will come back with the start of these. We'll come back and update you on some scores from other high school games around the state. At halftime, Gering 6, Torrington 6 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
Boy, is that the first time in 2 years Scottsbluff has lost in a regular season.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching that on the that Nebraska news.
Does Elk start on Tuesday too?
Gering's Memorial Stadium. Jeff Kelly, Adam Ostick with you. We're at halftime, and we are tied at 6. Give you some other scores from other games around the state of Nebraska. As you know, Scotts Bluff traveled to Columbus and came out on the short end tonight as they lost to the Columbus Discoverers. 13-0 was the final score there. The final score, the Wallace Wildcats defeated the Powder Dix Coyotes 6-0. Elsewhere, it was Hitchcock County and Kimball there scoreless in the first quarter. In the first quarter, Layton and Maywood Hayes Center are scoreless, as is Hemingford and Garden County. Mitchell leads Alliance 14-7 in the second quarter. And in the first quarter, Bayard leading Morrill 12-0. In the second quarter, Hayes Springs and Creek Valley are tied at 12 in six-man football. Also in six-man football, Crawford at the half trailing badly to Edgemont 45-0, the score there at halftime. Bridgeport at the half leads Sidney 14-0. Chadron on top of Chase County 20-0. As we said here at halftime, we are tied at 6. And in the third quarter, the Ord Chanticleers leading Gordon Rushville. The score there, 64-0 in the third quarter. A running clock there between Ord and Gordon Rushville. Both teams back out on the field. We've got about 2 minutes and 39 seconds left before the start of the second half. How much confidence do you think that gave Gering able to stop the scoring threat by Torrington right before the end of the first half?
Oh, I think that's huge. You know, we all know what Gering's been through in the years past, and it stops like that really are what you build a program on. You really, you get a stop like that, you get the ball moving the other way. That going into halftime, that makes that halftime speech a lot easier than the other way around.
And I covered Gering the past few years, and a lot of times Gering went into the locker room at halftime down by, in some cases, 28 points, sometimes more. We were looking at a running clock in the second half, and so I think this has got to give this Gering team a lot of confidence here as they start the second half that they're still in this ball game. And as we said, they had a big defensive stop as they went into the locker room at halftime. I'm sure they've got a few things they'd like to iron out on the offensive side of the ball.
Absolutely, you know, some fumbles, some bad exchanges, all stuff that's pretty normal on that first game of the year. But you know, it almost cost them very dearly down here, back in their own neck of the woods, back on that side of the field. But you know, they came out and they really persevered, and I think that's definitely a step in the right direction for Gering.
So Torrington with an interception, and then Gering with a fumble in that second quarter. Couple of turnovers there, but and I'm impressed with what I'm seeing from Gering right now as far as what they've been able to do against Torrington. Of course, Torrington, a team that struggled last year, they were 1-7, and this was a game last year that Gering won 34-0 for the only win of the year. So, you know, I'm sure they'd like to see a lot more offense. Their defense is, except for the big touchdown play in the first quarter and then a couple of big runs and a couple of pass plays, really the defense has come up pretty good for Gering in the first half.
They really have, you know, and Torrington, you can tell that offense is very close to being very good. They're almost there on a couple passes, a couple runs. They're just some shoestring tackles, but I think Gering has to be pretty happy with how they played. I think Torrington would be pretty happy with how they played on offense as well.
Ready for second half action as Chase Miller will kick it away for the Blazers. Tyler Garrett and Brady Radzimski drop deep for Gering. As Miller and his Torrington teammates dressed in the all-whites tonight with the maroon letters and numbers trimmed in black. Gering in the home blue jerseys here tonight. As an end-over-end kick, and Garrett will take it at the 5. Bobbles it, has to go back and pick it up at the 5 to the 10, 15, avoids one tackler, and he'll get it down to about the 18-yard line.
Boy, another fumbled kickoff, but he picked it up and really, he found a little crease there, did a little dancing, and got down the field.
Gering will have it first down and 10. And they are going to put the line of scrimmage at the 16-yard line. So first and 10 for Gering as they move from right to left. High formation behind Brady Radzimski, who goes under center, gives it off to Eli Thompson. Thompson breaks free, still on his feet as he gets it across the 25 up to the 28-yard line.
Wow, just found a little crease there and made something happen. We thought he was down, and then he popped out with a nice little run.
Eli Thompson, the 6-foot junior, and Gering's first offensive play of the second half goes for a big first down. Eli Thompson with only 115 yards on the ground last season for Gering. Isaac splits out wide to the right. One wide receiver to the left, that's Carmelo Timblin. Radzimski, handoff, Thompson puts his head down, loses the ball, and Torrington's on it, and they will give it to Torrington.
Boy, the defensive end came up, and as Thompson was hitting the ground, just stripped it right out of there. Great play by the end up from Torrington.
Cole Perriott recovers the fumble.
Heads-up play. If they got him stacked up, you start ripping for the ball, and that was a fine piece of football there.
The ball is set down at the Gering 26-yard line. 11 minutes, 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Gering with their second turnover of the game. First and 10 for Torrington as the handoff goes to Pierce. Pierce is brought down. And a man to wrap him up around his ankles, Andrew Mount.
That same draw play we've seen all game. He tried to pop it out or bounce it out to the outside there, and it looked like the corner came up and really made a nice play.
No gain, or check that. He loses one, and now they change it back. We'll say no gain, second down and 10. And once again, this Gering defense being tested here as they were at the end of the first half. As the Gering offense here on their first possession, the second half, turns it over on the fumble. Bivens under center, hands it off to the second man through. Sam Rushlow wraps him up. Pierce with a short gain to the 25. Picks up 1 yard, a third down and 9 right here for Torrington.
New little wrinkle there from Torrington, a little misdirection in the backfield.
Bivens from the sidelines gets the play from head coach Russ Steinmetz. And they'll split two wide receivers out to the left side, Wolf and Keith. High formation behind Bivens as he goes under center. Play action, Bivens drops the throw, throws over the middle, man wide open. Carson Schultz takes it in for a Torrington touchdown.
Boy, wide open right in the middle of the field. Looks like the safety lost track of him, and Bivens makes a great pass.
12-6 Torrington. And Torrington able to take advantage of a Gering turnover and get points on the board as Carson Schultz makes the catch, and now Chase Miller will add the point after touchdown out of the hold of Bo Bivens. Good snap, and the kick is up and good. 9:51 left third quarter, and your score, Torrington 13, Gering 6 on the Wesco scoreboard.
for Education is back for its 6th year. So far, we've donated $200,000 to local schools, and we're not done yet. We hope you'll join us in helping educators build a brighter tomorrow for the kids in our communities. All you have to do is switch to Allo by September 30th, and we'll give $50 to the participating school of your choice. Already an Allo customer? Tell your friends and earn a $50 bill credit plus our school donation. Let's close the digital divide together. Switch today. Visit allofiber.com/education.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Torrington strikes first. Here in the third quarter, they now lead at 13-6 and an end-over-end kick, and this will go into the end zone, and Gering will have it on their second offensive possession. They will put it down at the 20. 9:51 left in the third quarter.
You know, like we talked before, they're going to connect on one of those long passes, and now let's see how Gering can bounce back and see if they can move the ball down the field as well.
1st and 10 for Gering. Garrett and Timblin are split out wide to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Radzimski takes the snap, short drop, fires complete to Garrett, and Garrett makes the catch at the 27-yard line.
Another little stop route for both wide receivers here on the left side. We called that play 90, and very high percentage play.
Bring up a second down. Let's call it 4 for Gering. They'll split 2 wide receivers out to each side. Radzimski gets the snap, drops throw. Now he's going to be pressured, and he's going to be brought down. Cody Pierce on the stop for the Blazers.
Great penetration by Pierce there for the Blazers. Beat his man and got upfield very quickly.
A loss back to the Gering 25-yard line, and Gering looking at a 3rd down and 5 with 8 minutes 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Torrington on top, 13-6. And on the 3rd down play, 3 wide receivers to the right side. Radzimski will go out of the gun. Snap. Brady's going to run it himself, tries to avoid a tackler, and he'll be spun out of bounds. Carson Schultz, the first man there to run Radzimski out of down, and Gering, run out of bounds, I should say, and Gering will be forced to punt.
Boy, that play had trouble from the beginning. He tried to roll out away from to the short side of the field, away from the trips, and Torrington had that sniffed out.
Lance Isaacs on to punt it away. And Deegan Keith deep for Torrington, and a nice punt. Kaiser Wolf, the man back, make that correction. He takes it at the 45, flag down, and Wolf into Gering territory.
I think we'll have a hold there on Torrington. Looks like the guy got a little bit of jersey there.
That flag came out right away as Wolf took the punt, and that was the best punt of the night by Lance Isaacs.
Good punt, and Torrington's getting really close on those. It wouldn't surprise me if they get a piece of another one tonight.
Official still is discussing the penalty, and it'll be marked off against the Torrington Trailblazers. And Torrington will start at their own 40-yard line. 1st down and 10 as they lead at 13-6 with 8 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yep, and that penalty is 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so that got Gering some yardage back.
Now they'll switch out footballs. First and 10 for Torrington, moving left to right. Offset I for Torrington.
Going under center.
Two wide receivers split to the right. The toss play, Trace Floyd around the left side, and Floyd will get it maybe across the 40-yard line before Brady Radzimski comes and brings him down.
Boy, great play there by Radzimski. Came in there from his safety spot and made a great open field tackle. Came in there like a rocket.
Picks up 3 yards, 2nd down and 7 for Torrington. As they come to the line of scrimmage, they'll go trips right. And Torrington, as they have been most of the evening, out of the shotgun. And now late flag came from one of the officials. Legal procedure, the call on Torrington. So mark it back across the 40 to the 38-yard line and puts Torrington in a 2nd down and 12.
It looks like a little movement up there on the D-line caused the offensive tackle there to jump.
So Torrington will try it once again here on 2nd down. And once again, they come out with 3 wide to the right, 1 left. Shotgun snap back to Bivens, fires it into the flat to the running back, and Schultz wrapped up Nate Rushello there.
Another great open field tackle from the Gering secondary then. Their little toss out to the running back in the flat, and he came in again like a rocket and made a solid tackle. Those are hard tackles to make.
That'll put Torrington after the gain of 1. 3rd down and 10. Nate Rushello, the 5'9 senior for Gering. 7 minutes left. 3rd quarter, 13-6 Torrington. 2 wide left for Torrington. Out of the gun with the back to the left of Bo Bivens. And a little bit too much time. That time for Torrington as Bivens was looking over the sidelines as the clock ran down, and now he'll go all the way over the sidelines and confer with his coach and come back to the offensive huddle.
Boy, big penalty there when you're behind the sticks like that. 3rd and 10 to a 3rd and 15. That's a different play call. Not a lot of plays in the book for something like that.
3rd and 15 for Torrington. Out of the gun, Bivens drops to throw, finds Keith. Keith at the 40, 45, and he's knocked down just short of midfield. Rushello back there to knock him down. Brady Radzimski back there along with Carmelo Timblin. That'll be just about a yard short of a 1st down.
Another quick out pass there. Very great pass by Bivens. Cornerback jumped it and didn't quite make it.
Torrington on 4th and 1. Bivens on the quarterback keep. And looks like he has more than enough for a 1st down. A late flag comes out. And illegal procedure called on Torrington.
Wow, some untimely penalties here by the Trailblazers.
2nd one on this offensive possession for Torrington.
As my dad would say, that's a horse of a different color. 4th and 1 to 4th and 6.
Checking in, Isaiah Blanco for Gering. So the penalty puts the ball back at the 44-yard line. And now Torrington is going to punt it away. Dropping deep is Lance Isaacs to receive the punt from Trace Floyd. High punt, and Isaacs will take it. He'll be hit immediately, losing the ball, and Torrington's on it.
Boy, just caught the ball and looked down and immediately got hit up high right in the ball.
And a man down there on the coverage for Torrington, Cole Perriott.
Great heads-up play by Perriott there. Good tackle, and really just put a fist on that ball and knocked it out. And now Trailblazers are in great field position and driving.
Second fumble here in this third quarter by Gering. Gives Torrington great field position at the Gering 26-yard line. 5:55 left in the third quarter. And a timeout taken by Torrington. 5:55 left third quarter. Torrington 13, Gering 6 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At TC and More in Scottsbluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC and More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Jeff Kelly, Adam Ostick back at Gering's Memorial Stadium. First down and 10 for Torrington. Off of the turnover, Bivens goes under center. Gives it off to Trace Floyd, and Floyd finds running room as he gets it across the 20 down to the Gering 19-yard line.
Yeah, a little different look for Torrington. They're going under center, kind of look reminiscent of what Gering's been doing all day, but had some success at it.
Pickup of 8 for Torrington. Brings up a second down and 2. Gering will rush 4 as Bivens gives off to Floyd, looking for running room. Left side, won't be able to find it, and he's run down from behind. Tyler Garrett brings him down.
Great pursuit by Tyler Garrett there. He popped out the star to seal off the end and chased him down and made a great play.
Give him a yard on the carry. A third down and 2 right here for Torrington. See if the Gering defense can rise up one more time.
Big play.
2 wide receivers split to the right side. Bivens will take it himself on the quarterback keeper. He'll pick up the first down and a little more than he needed on that carry.
You know, Bivens is a tall guy, leans into that quarterback sneak and kind of looks like Tom Brady out there in that sneak.
Across the 15-yard line. Call it the 13 and a first down and 10 for Torrington. They lead at 13-6 with 4:24 left in the third quarter. Keith and Floyd split out wide right. Bivens under center, turns, gives it off to the first back through. That's Cole Perriott.
Great, great pursuit there by the D-line for Gering. Really nothing, nowhere to go there for Perriott.
No gain. And a second down and 10. Second turnover here in the third quarter. Torrington was able to score on the first one on a 2-play, 26-yard drive. Looking to convert this second fumble into points. Bivens out of the gun. Motion by Wolf. They'll hand it off. Pierce looking for running room over the left side. He won't find it. Nice pursuit once again by the Gering defense.
Swarming that time. Nowhere for him to go.
Trey Zwickel brought him down. Brady Radzimski in the area. No gain, and a 3rd down and 10 as Torrington out of the gun with trips to the right.
Another big play for the Gering defense here.
Bivens looks to the sideline. Pierce on his right side. Gets the snap, drops to throw, looking into the end zone, and right at the sideline. And the catch was made by Deegan Keith, but he fell out of bounds and will bring up 4th down.
Another great pass by Bivens, almost a completion there. Just led him just a little bit too far out of the end zone.
So Miller will come on to attempt
about a 30-yarder.
About a 30-yard field goal. Here's the ball will be set down at the 20-yard line. Bivens, the holder, low snap, has to adjust. But Miller puts his foot through, and a 30-yard field goal is up and good.
Fantastic kick. That would have been good from a lot deeper.
And Torrington with 2:44 left now lead it 16-6 on the Wesco scoreboard.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Radzimski takes the kickoff, fumbles it, picks it up at the 5, and Brady will get it up to the 10-yard line. And Gering once again deep in their own territory. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, really having some trouble fielding those kickoffs. I don't know if we've seen a clean one yet today.
Ball will be placed down at the 11. 1st down and 10 for Gering as they move here in this 3rd quarter from right to left. Turned the ball over twice here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you feel like this is a big series for Gering.
2 wide receivers right. Radzimski under center. The toss play to Eli Thompson over the left side, and Thompson tripped up as he gets it across the 15-yard line.
Thompson, the ball carrier, carries the ball to the
man to knock him down that time. Cody Pierce in there, along with Luke Johnson.
You know, a little toss play, Gering trying something a little different, going to work the edges a little bit, and 1 block away there from a real big play.
Going to give him a pickup of 5, 2nd down and 5 for Gering. 1 wide receiver split to the right, 2 to the left. Radzimski will turn the handoff, gives it off to Tyler Garrett, and Garrett will be stacked up as he gets it close to the 20-yard line.
Nice little run right up the gut there.
DJ Mackey brings down Garrett, and a gain of 3 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 2. A minute and a half left here in the 3rd quarter. Torrington 16, Gering 6.
Feels like a big 3rd down here. You sure hate to punt on the ball back at this juncture of the game.
Hunter Hayden's 1 wide receiver split out to the right side. Radzimski with the snap gives off first man through. That's Oswicious, and he won't. We'll see where they mark it, but I don't think he had near enough for the 1st down, as he maybe got a yard on that play. They're going to mark it down at the 21-yard line.
About a yard short, maybe.
Just 1 yard, but it'll be 4th down for Gering.
Time out for a measurement.
And they're going to measure. They didn't change the down marker.
Boy, if this is a 4th down, tough decision for a first-year head coach for their first game.
As the chains come on from the far sideline, they will put it down and see if it is a Gering first down, and just about a yard short, as you said.
Well, this is a tough decision. You sure hate to punt them the ball. You feel like you need some points here, but you sure don't. You're on your own 20-yard line. This will be a tough decision for Coach O'Boyle.
Offense remains on the field. And 4th down and 1, 1:04 left in the third quarter. Gering trailing it by 10, 16-6. Discussion still going on the sidelines.
We're going to have to hurry.
Brady Radzimski and Danny O'Boyle. Quickly gets into the huddle. Scramble to the line of scrimmage on a 4th down and 1. Radzimski under center takes it himself, picks up the first down and more.
Great tough run right up the middle.
As he goes over a tackler and gets it to the 25-yard line. Kyler Shields was able to bring him down, but a big first down on a 4th down and 1 from Gering as they keep the drive alive. 38 seconds clock running here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you really feel like they need to come away with some points in this drive.
Timlin splits out wide left, 2 wide receivers to the right. The I formation behind Brady Radzimski. Calls his starting count, rolls to the left, has to avoid one tackler, now goes back to the right, finds some running room, 35, flag, 40, 45, breaks free at midfield into Torrington territory. This may come back, and he's jerked down by a Torrington tackler. That's Chase Miller.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to come back. I think you're going to have a block in the back or a hold by the wide receiver, crack walking down to keep him open there. You know, it's hard on those busted plays like that when he's scrambling back the other way.
So the big run by Radzimski goes for naught on the holding penalty. But I think a big call on the 4th down and 1 is Gering's able to get the first down and keep the drive alive and not have to punt it back to Torrington with 9 seconds left here. This will probably be the last play of the third quarter. And the penalty puts the ball back at about the 21-yard line.
But what an athletic play by Radzimski there, making something out of nothing. That was an incredible run.
Gering looking at a first down and about 15, and they're just going to let the clock run out, and that will end the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's Torrington 16, Gering 6 on the West Coast scoreboard.
As our world has changed, the way we stay connected looks different than before. Even though our communities and classrooms face new challenges and uncertainties, Viera Wireless is here to help your kids keep learning, in the classroom or at home. For less than 35 cents a day, our Student Unlimited plan has nationwide talk, text, and data, hotspot internet, and a free smartphone with no credit approval required. Learn more at viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viera Wireless, keeping you connected.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
And welcome back to Gering's Memorial Stadium as we start the final 12 minutes here from Gering. 16-0, Torrington leading it. And Gering will have the ball. They will now go from left to right here in this fourth quarter on a first down and 15. Two wide receivers, right to left. Radzimski awaits the shotgun snap. He'll take it himself on the run, bounces off of one tackler, keeps his feet moving. But he'll lose yardage there.
A little quarterback draw designed to run right up the middle. Looks like he might have had a seam there, but got caught up in a lineman get blocking there.
And for Meingo, I thought he lost yardage, actually picked up about 3 yards and bring up a second down and 12. Garrett and Timblin split out wide to the left. Two wide receivers to the right. Thompson to the right of Radzimski, gets the shotgun snap, drops the throw, looks over the middle, and nobody in the vicinity. The only person in the vicinity was Chase Miller of the Torrington Trailblazers, and Garrett, I think, may have run the wrong route, but that pass fell incomplete.
Yeah, I think a little miscommunication there between the wide receiver and the quarterback, but great coverage by the Trailblazers there to take the wideout out of his route.
Gering looking at a third down and 12, trailing it by 10, 16-6. As they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage, they will go trips to the right. Hunter Hayden in the formation for Gering as Radzimski takes the snap, and he won't get any running room anywhere. There's a whole host of Torrington tacklers there to bring him down.
Another fumbled snap between the center and the quarterback exchange there, costing him big at really important times.
Cody Pierce brought him down, and now Cody Pierce will limp off the field, not putting any weight on that left ankle. Gering with a fourth down and 10. Lance Isaacs to punt it away. Kaiser Wolf standing deep for Torrington at his own 40. Snap back, and a nice kick by Isaacs. Wolf will let it bounce. He'll pick it up now at the 30. Running to the right side at the 40, 45, 50, still on his feet into Gering territory, 40, and he's ripped down as he gets it across the 35, down to about the 33-yard line.
Wow, what a great return there by Wolf. Everyone thought he was going to let that thing bounce. Smartly picked it up as that was bouncing back towards his end zone and made a great play. He's got some wheels.
Great field position for Torrington as they have it deep in Gering territory. Call it the 33-yard line. And Torrington moving from right to left here in this second half. They lead it 16-6 here. And we've got an injured player down on the field as trainer James Buck for Gering out there. Looks like some cramps as he's pushing those right toes down towards his knee to try and get those cramps done, and that's Trace Floyd.
Good to see him up and walking. Boy, it wouldn't be the first game of the year without a few cramps, would it?
Like we said, it could be worse with the 90, 95-degree temperatures we had for the past few days. A cool 80-degree night. Temperatures all dropped all the way down to 70 here, but you still have to be aware of those cramps and make sure you drink plenty of water.
Yeah, it was a hot few days of practice this week.
I think, what was it, Tuesday? It was like 100 or 101. It was
steamy out there.
It was miserable on Tuesday. First down and 10 for Torrington at the Gering 33-yard line. Two wide receivers left, two to the right. They'll reset one of the wide receivers on the right side, and timeout taken by Torrington. We'll take it with them. 10-14 left in the game, 16-6. Torrington leads it on the West Coast scoreboard.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
The Runza guy said, enjoy your burger, and I almost said you too, but then I realized that didn't make sense, and all that came out was yours good.
On the 1st and 10 play for Torrington, they give it off to Carson Schultz. And Schultz is knocked down for no gain. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Torrington. They lead it 16-6 here with 9:50 left in the 4th quarter. Bivens gets the play from the sideline, brings it to the huddle. As they break the huddle is Keith, and Kaiser Wolf will split out wide to the left side. Bivens with the shotgun snap, hands off to the lone back. That's Cody Pierce, and Pierce puts his head down, gets it across the 30-yard line for Jackson Schlothauer, knocks him down.
Boy, Torrington running right up the middle here. I think they wouldn't hate running a little clock off here, and just really want to protect the ball.
Schultz picks up 5 yards and puts Torrington in a 3rd down and 5. As Bivens out of the gun with a back to his right. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. 1-step drop, fires in the flat, finds Chase Miller, and Miller battling for 1st down yardage. And he's brought down right at the marker. Eli Thompson, Sam Rushlow there, combined on the tackle. It'll be enough for a Torrington 1st down. Clock continues to run. 8:43 left in the game. 16-6 Torrington.
Good looking pass there from Bivens. Long way for that ball to go to the other flat.
1st and 10. Bivens gets the snap. He's going to take it himself, looking for some running room. And Bivens gets it down to the 20-yard line. Jackson Schlothauer, first man there to pick him up. Brady Radzimski assisting on the tackle.
Little quarterback draw. We haven't seen Bivens run a ton, but he's been effective when he has. It's been at big times in the game.
Short gain on the play. Down to the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Miller splits out wide to the right for the Blazers in the all-white uniforms tonight. Snap back. Bivens drops, looks long into the end zone for Miller, and Miller can't make the catch as it goes in and out of his hands.
Boy, great pass from Bivens there through Miller. A little double move on the outside, and Bivens put that perfectly. Just went right through Miller's hands.
Coverage by Lance Isaacs for the Gering Bulldogs.
You know, this Bivens, he's got a strong arm. He connects on a few of these, and this is going to be, they're really going to move that football.
3rd down and 7 for Torrington, knocking on the door, wanting to increase this 10-point lead as they will go trips right. 1 tight end in the formation, snap back, Bivens throws in the flat and overthrows his intended receiver, Kaiser Wolf, at the 15-yard line. A little bit of pressure there, and a 4th down.
Interesting spot here for 4th down on the 20-yard line.
Chase Miller has hit a 30-yard field goal, hit that in the 3rd quarter, and they will they will bring the kicking tee on for Chase Miller.
About a 37-yard kick here.
We'll see what Miller can do here on this 37-yard attempt. Nice snap is down, and the kick is off. No good.
Just a little to the left there. Well-kicked ball.
So the field goal is no good, and Gering will take over on downs.
Boy, Gering's got to feel good about that stop there.
Especially after Gering was not able to convert on their offensive possession. So they will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 7.5 minutes left in the game.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach O'Boyle dials up here. I think they need some points, and they need them relatively quickly with it being a 2-possession game. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach O'Boyle decides to do here.
Hunter Hayden splits out to one side, one wide receiver to the left. Play action by Radzimski, rolling left. He's just going to pull it down. He's going to run it, and he's pushed out of bounds as he gets it to the 30-yard line. But we've got a flag, it looks like, in the Gering backfield.
I think the left tackle held his defender there as Radzimski ran by.
So the holding penalty going against Gering. And we'll mark it back. And Gering will be deeper in their own territory with 7:21 left in the game. Gering trailing it 16-6.
Yeah, a lot of times in the trenches there you can get away with a little grab, but when the quarterback runs by you like that or the play runs by, it's really visible. So it's really easy to ring a guy up for something like that.
Ball marked all the way back to the 7-yard line and puts Gering in a 1st and 25. Deep in their own territory. I formation behind Brady Radzimski. And Brady will get the snap, handoff to Thompson. He's got nowhere to go as he's wrapped up and brought down. Schultz back there to bring down the ball carrier along with Dylan Dreiling.
A great pursuit by the D-line of the Trailblazers there. There was nowhere to go and nowhere fast.
Loss of 2. 2nd down now and 27. 6:56 left in the game. 16-6 Torrington. Gering breaking the huddle as they come to the line of scrimmage. Radzimski in the gun. Thompson to his right. Gets the snap, drops to throw, fires in the flat, finds a receiver. That's Tyler Garrett, the 25-30. And Tyler Garrett knocked down as he gets it to the 32-yard line. Trace Floyd there on the coverage brings down Tyler Garrett, but a big 1st down for Gering. 6:27 left, 16-6. Torrington on top.
Boy, a great play there. The wide receiver jumped that route, and Garrett took it and ran.
1st and 10. 2 wide receivers split each side for the Bulldogs. Thompson to the right of Radzimski. Shotgun snap. Radzimski getting some pressure, avoids it, pulls it down 35, 40, 45, and upended as he gets it across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Trace Floyd there, and now we got some extracurricular activity, and a flag comes out.
What an athlete Radzimski is. Boy, he just scrambled and it looked like there was nothing there, but he juked and jogged and made his way all the way out here towards midfield. We'll see what the penalty is.
And it looks like Isaiah Blanco was knocked to the ground. And we'll see if this penalty will go against Torrington. Unsportsmanlike the call on Torrington.
At 15 on to the end of the run there.
And a nice run that time, and the penalty adds on more down to the 36-yard line, and a 1st down and 10 for Gering. 5:57 left in the game. Trips right, One wide receiver left. Shotgun snap. Radzimski fires the ball. That's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Dylan Dreiling there from his defensive tackle spot knocks it down, and a 2nd down and 10.
Well, good job by the defensive end there to get his hands up in those passing lanes. It's a heads-up play. If you can't get to the quarterback, at least you can disrupt the pass a little bit there.
Dreiling at 6'2", Brady Radzimski at 5'7".
Bit of a height difference on that one.
2nd down and 10. Double wide each side. Out of the gun. Radzimski with the snap. Fires over the middle looking for Hunter Hayden at the 25-yard line, and the pass goes through his hands.
Yeah, outside receivers there run a post while the inside receivers run a swing route. That's a great play. It's called 92. Just he couldn't connect.
So Gering looking at a 3rd down and 10. Trailing by 10 points, 5:43 left in the game. Once again, double wide each side. Shotgun snap, mishandled. Radzimski picks it up. He's going to run 35, 30, breaking tackles, and Radzimski turns nothing into something as he gets it down to the 25-yard line.
What an electric play. That ball was rolling around on the ground, it seemed like, for 5 seconds, and he picked it up and made about 4 jukes and made it 10 yards down the field.
And that'll be enough for a 1st down. Austin Nelson into the game as a wide receiver. And now Jackson Schlotthauer comes off of the Gering sideline. He'll come in for Isaiah Blanco.
Well, 5 minutes left, 5 minutes and 23 seconds left in the game. You got to think Gering needs to score pretty quickly.
1st and 10. Once again, 2 wide receivers split to each side. Radzimski with the snap, drops the throw, looking in the flat, and the pass goes in and out of the hands of Ryan Johnston.
Well, he had him there, just bounced right off his hands.
And I think Johnson lost his shoe as he mishandled that pass from Brady Radzimski. And a 2nd down and 10. 5:04 left in the game. Shotgun, 2 wide each side. Gering left to right. Shotgun snap back to Radzimski, fires in the flat and thrown just a little bit short. Carmelo Timblin out there. That pass just came up a little bit short. Timblin not able to make the adjustment. And a 3rd down and 10. Facing Gering here with 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, just missed him on the swing route there. Dangerous play. If that ball gets there late, that could be 6 the other way. So, fortunate it fell incomplete, but just a touch late on that ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive that started at the Gering 7 that was assisted by an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Torrington. Torrington showing blitz. Radzimski shotgun snap. Drops, looks, nobody there. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll be knocked down after a short gain.
Great play by the Trailblazer linebacker there. Radzimski had some room, but he caught him from behind.
First man to get him, DJ Mackey. 1 yard on the pickup and a 4th down and 9. And we've got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here with 4:35 left in the game. Stay with us. We'll have the Runs of Postgame show, recap the scoring in this one, bring you the final numbers, and then we will also name our Taco John's player of the game and get some postgame comments from head coach Danny O'Boyle.
Boy, real, and I've been saying it all night, but there's been a lot of these crucial downs, and I really think this is one of them. 4th down by 2 scores, 4 minutes and 35 seconds left. I think you're just outside of field goal range here. So you have to go and you have to convert. These are the plays that Gering really needs to convert if they want to take that next step as a football program.
The place kicker for Gering, Lance Isaacs, we've seen him punt the ball away. And should Gering look to attempt a field goal, it'll be his first of the season. Not sure what Isaac's range is.
Yeah, we'd be getting close there to a 40-yard field goal. That's a long kick.
We've seen Torrington's Chase Miller hit from 30 yards out, missed from 37.
Yes, and he strikes the ball well. They were at the top of the goalpost every time, just missed just a bit outside.
Gering on a 4th and 9. We'll put 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. Empty backfield for Brady Radzimski. Shotgun snap, rolling to the right. Still on his feet, throws on the run, pass intercepted. Deegan Keith on the interception for Torrington.
Boy, he was rolling out and there wasn't much there. A bit of a bunch route there right here into the boundary, and he was trying to make something out of nothing, and boy, just unfortunately didn't quite work for him, but great defensive play from the Trailblazers there. They really had that covered.
Torrington will take over. And the 3rd turnover here in this second half for Gering. 2 fumbles and now the interception. And Torrington will have it 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line as they move from right to left here in this 4th and final quarter.
Well, Gering really needs to stop here, and they need one quick, maybe a turnover, and it wouldn't be unusual in this game.
We've seen turnovers from both teams here tonight, a few more unfortunately on the Gering side. 1st and 10 for Torrington. Bivens will go under center. He'll turn, toss it to Trace Floyd around the right side. Floyd across the 20, across the 25, and he's tripped up there. Jacob Oswicius on the tackle, but we've got a flag. And the penalty going against Torrington. They'll mark that penalty off with 4 minutes, 21 seconds left. And this is a big one.
This is.
Wow.
Gering has really benefited from some untimely penalties on the Trailblazers here tonight.
Didn't see what the penalty was.
I didn't see him motion that either.
The ball is marked all the way back inside the 10 to the 8-yard line, and Torrington on a 1st down and 20. Bivens on the handoff right up the middle. Cole Perriott, the ball carrier, across the 10 to the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 14, 3:48 clock running here in the contest. 16-6 Torrington. Both teams with touchdowns in the first quarter on their first 2 offensive possessions. But Torrington with 2 scores on a field goal and a touchdown pass. That's the difference here.
And Gering with only 2 timeouts left to stop the clock. It's going to be tough.
Bivens takes the snap, hands off, 2nd man through. Breaking through is Trace Floyd at the 30, 35, 40. He's free into Gering territory. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Torrington. A huge run by Trace Floyd.
Boy, just a wide open hole there. He made the safety miss, and he was off to the races. It was he made a couple great moves to get through to that 2nd level, and then just an open field tackle that was missed.
An 88-yard run by Trace Floyd makes it 22-6 Torrington. And Chase Miller on to attempt the point after touchdown to try and make it 23-6. The snap mishandled. Bivens still has it. Still on his feet. He'll fire it into the end zone, and that's complete for the conversion. As he finds Perriott for the 2-point conversion to make it 24-6 Torrington. with 3:09 left in the game.
Well, tough turn of events for Gering, but keep your head high and come out and score quick. You never know what could happen.
Not the touchdown, though, that Gering wanted to give up in that case, and 88-yard run, but
that's why they play the game.
Yep.
That's his worst-case scenario there if you're a Gering fan, but a lot of really good things to take away.
Torrington will get set to kick it off to Gering with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game. Torrington, as we said, they will be at home for their home opener tomorrow night versus Douglas, and Gering right back here at Memorial Stadium next Friday night as they will face Grand Island Northwest as the Vikings make the trip out from Grand Island.
And it is a long trip.
Yes, it is. Radzimski and Garrett drop deep to receive the kick from Chase Miller. And he kicks it along the ground. It'll be covered by Nate Rushello at the 35-yard line. And a smart play there by Rushello to try to not field that ball and possibly turn it over. Just gets on it, and Gering with good field position at their own 35-yard line. They will be moving from left to right after Torrington with a Trace Floyd 88-yard touchdown run. 1st and 10 for Gering. They'll split 2 wide receivers out to each side. Radzimski awaits the shotgun snap. Drops to throw. Looks. Now getting pressure. And he'll be brought down. Cody Pierce on the tackle.
Bit of a delayed safety blitz there. O-line didn't quite see him in time, and great open field tackle there by Cody.
And a loss back to the 24-yard line. And Gering in a deep hole now. 2:40 clock running. And that will bring Caden Bonsack in to run the offense for Gering, the 6'1", 210-pound sophomore. At the controls now for Gering. Goes under center. Takes the snap, handoff, second man through. Thompson stopped up. Cody Pierce, first man to hit him.
Boy, that Trailblazer D-line is swarming now. Really getting a lot of penetration. Nowhere to go for these Gering backs.
Carson Schultz assisting on the tackle. A loss on the play back to the 20-yard line. And about a 3rd and 25 facing Gering with 1:48 left in the game. Timblin and Tyler Garrett split out wide right. 1 wide receiver left. Bonsack under center, gets the snap, hands off Thompson. Thompson finds some running room up the middle. Gets it across the 25 to the 27-yard line. For Cody Pierce brings him down. But 4th and forever as we're nearing the 1-minute mark here in this game. Stay with us for the Runs of Post-Game show and our Taco John's player of the game. Trips right, 1 wide receiver left as Gering will punt it away. Check that punt formation. Back to Isaacs, and this punt goes straight up, and it will hit at the 50, take a Gering bounce inside the 40 to the 36-yard line.
You know, those high punts have been taking good bounces tonight.
47 seconds left. And Torrington with a 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. We'll check that to 36. 47 seconds left, so Gering will go to 0-1 on the year. Torrington will start out 1-0 on the season. And the victory formation by Torrington. Bivens takes a couple steps back and takes a knee. 42 seconds left. Clock running. Gering, as we said, at home next Friday night to face Grand Island Northwest. We'll have it right here for you on 93.3 KMOR and on KMORFM.com. 16 seconds left. Bivens waiting. Now he'll go under center. Once again, 2 steps back, and that should do it. Final play of the game. And Torrington comes away with a 24-6 win to go to 1-0 on the season. Gering falls to 0-1. Once again, your final score, Torrington 24, Gering 6 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Allo for Education is back for its 6th year. So far, we've donated $200,000 to local schools, and we're not done yet. We hope you'll join us in helping educators build a brighter tomorrow for the kids in our communities. All you have to do is switch to Allo by September 30th, and we'll give $50 to the participating school of your choice. Already an Allo customer? Tell your friends and earn a $50 bill credit plus our school donation. Let's close the digital divide together. Switch today. Visit allofiber.com/education.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Torrington gets the win here on the road over Gering to open up this 2020 high school football season. And let's take a look at the scoring as Torrington got on the board first on a pass play as Bo Bivens hit Kaiser Wolf, a 71-yard pitch and catch. The point after touchdown was no good, and Torrington led 6-0. But Gering got right back on the board on their first offensive possession in the first quarter. With 2:09 left, Brady Radzimski with a 5-yard run. It capped a 14-play, 81-yard drive. Point after touchdown miss by Lance Isaacs, and we were tied at 6, and that was also your score at halftime. In the third quarter, Torrington got on the board first as Bo Bivens to Carson Schultz, a 26-yard touchdown pass. The point after touchdown was good by Chase Miller, and Torrington took a 13-6 lead at that point in the ball game. Torrington added one more score in the third quarter on a Chase Miller 30-yard field goal, 16-6 Torrington. That was your scores who went in to the fourth quarter. But Torrington with 3:09 left in the game as Bo Bivens hits Trace Floyd an 88-yard touchdown, or check that, Trace Floyd with an 88-yard touchdown run. Torrington bobbled the point after touchdown snap, but it was able to be picked up by Bo Bivens. He found a receiver in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that made it 24-6, and that was your final score here in this one as Gering starts out the season 0-1. Torrington goes to 1-0 on the year. Well, this is the Runza post-game show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scotts Bluff and Gering. We'll come back, look at the final numbers in this one. But once again, your final score, Torrington 24, Gering 6 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At TC and More in Scotts Bluff, we believe it's the little things that make your house a home. Start with home decor. Brighten up any room in your house with flags, wall decorations, and custom art pieces. Next, brighten up your wardrobe with clothing and accessories like jewelry and purses from the Myra collection. And remember, seniors and military members receive an additional 10% discount. Visit our website, tcandmore.com, and like us on Facebook, TC and More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scotts Bluff.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
Kelly Adam Ostick back here at Gering's Memorial Stadium, 24-6 your final score here as Gering loses their opening game of the season, and Adam has the final numbers here in this one.
Yeah, as far as rushing goes, Trailblazers came in with 184 rushing yards, to Gering's 128. You could really see in the Gering really tried to work it between the tackles, where Torrington tried to work those edges a little more, and Torrington really had some success there. Passing-wise, there was a pretty big discrepancy. Torrington came in with 142 yards to Gering 66. Torrington threw the ball a lot. They threw it 19 times. That they want to move the ball through the air, and they had some success at it. It's pretty intermittent, but they can Bevins can sling the ball. So yeah, really, as far as total yards discrepancy, quite a bit in favor of the Trailblazers, and I think that was a big difference in the game. Gering really couldn't move the ball when they needed to at the end there.
Let's
Absolutely. Bevins came in with 7 for 19 with 1 interception and 142 yards. Floyd was the top receiver for Torrington with 127, and Floyd was the top rusher for Torrington with 127, and the top receiving was Wolf with 87. Some big plays in the passing game. Early in the game, they had that 71-yard pass, and Floyd had a long, really nice run down the middle of the field for 88 yards there at the end of the game. For Gering, Radzimski came in with 66 yards. He was 4 for 10 with 1 interception. They didn't throw it a lot. I thought Radzimski was pretty effective in throwing the ball. Had a couple drops, but his scrambling really was really impressive. He came in with 40 yards rushing to Thompson's 67 yards rushing, and even the fullback Aswesis got in there with 18 yards. For receiving, not a ton of yards there. Templin came in with 35 yards, and Gore had 25. You can really see where Gering was trying to run the ball. Thompson had 18 carries, and Radzimski ended up with 17. And a lot of those were scrambles, but he was also fell victim to some sacks that really hurt some of those rushing yards, where that accounted for about 27, 28 yards to the negative for his rushing total.
All right, so there are the individual numbers tonight as Gering loses to Torrington 24-6. Well, Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations at Scotts Bluff and Gering. We'll come back, name our Taco John's player of the game, but once again, your final score, Torrington 24, Gering 6 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Okay. And welcome back to Gering's Memorial Stadium. Gering falls to defeat to Torrington here tonight. 24-6 is your final score. And now time to name our Taco John's player of the game. And the player of the game brought to you by Taco John's of Scotts Bluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And our Taco John's player of the game, Brady Radzimski, with 66 yards through the air, 68 yards on the ground, and 1 touchdown. So Brady Radzimski, our Taco John's player of the game. Danny O'Boyle Jones is here on the Runza post-game show. Your thoughts after this one?
We just got to get a lot of stuff fixed. The product that we put on the field, the first drive, we drove down the field and did a lot of things that we wanted to do, and we kind of took control of the line of scrimmage, and we just didn't get back to that. And they made some adjustments up front that gave us some trouble, but the product we put on the field, at times when we're fumbling and putting it on the ground, we got to find a way to represent Gering the right way.
It seemed like those turnovers came, as they usually do, at the most inopportune times, but Brady on a play tries to get it to the running back, and boom, there's a turnover, and Torrington was able to convert at least one of those into points.
Right. Our defense bailed us out quite a bit. This doesn't fall on them by any means, and offensively, we got to find ways to move the ball consistently and take care of the football, and that just it starts in practice. Every single rep, we've got to emphasize the importance of getting somewhere on the field with a purpose and controlling the ball, and we didn't do a very good job of that tonight.
Talk about your defense a little bit. They got into a couple of situations there that they could have just folded up shop, but they really stepped up.
Yeah, for the defense to only give up 24 points and being on the short field for the entire night, like I said, this definitely does not fall on them. They bailed us out plenty of times, and we just had some very, very unfortunate turnovers, and we got to get that stuff fixed.
How pleased were you the way your team, after you give up an opening score in the Torrington's first possession, you come right back and were able to put together a 14-play, 81-yard drive?
Yeah, it was huge. To see our kids respond like that, that's something that we've got to be able to do the entire game. And for whatever reason, we couldn't get that going on offense. It seems like we always, we get a penalty here, or we'd fumble it and waste a down here, or receivers dropping passes, quarterbacks not being accurate. The list goes on and on. And it's just the little details that we've been preaching, and we're still not quite getting 100% buy-in with that aspect, and so we're just going to keep preaching it, and we got to find guys that can do it.
So it looks like a lot of things to work on next week, but the opponent goes up a notch next week with the Vikings of Grand Island Northwest.
Yeah, we told the guys after the game we'd be lying to you if we said it's going to get easier going forward. We have 2 very good football teams headed up these next couple of weeks with Northwest and Hastings. And if we can't move the ball on offense and we're putting our defense in bad positions, those teams are very good and they'll take advantage of those opportunities for sure. If we put our defense in the position they were in tonight, it could be a long night, but we're not going to sit here and preach that. Obviously, we're going to work on what we can control and putting ourselves into spots to be successful. Because if we can do that, then we can play with anybody.
All right, Danny, we appreciate you stopping by. A tough one tonight, but as you said, some good things, some bad things, but things to work on next week.
Yep, thank you, Jeff.
All right, Danny O'Boyle joins us here on the Runs of Post-Game Show as Gering loses to Torrington by a final score of 24-6. Let's take one more break. We'll come back, wrap things up from Gering's Memorial Stadium as Gering loses to Torrington 24-6 on the West Coast scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
And back one final time here from Gering as Gering loses their opening game of the season to Torrington with a final score of 24-6. Now let's get some final thoughts from Adam.
Yeah, watching the game, the game really did pass the eye test. There's some good things going on out there. I think the story of this game was turnovers. There were some turnovers at some very inopportune times that really killed some promising drives. And anybody who watches football knows it's really hard to win the game if you lose the turnover battle. So I think if Gering can get some of that stuff cleaned up, I thought the defense played pretty well, and the offense did too at times. But cleaning up some of those exchanges, some of those turnovers, some of those penalties, I really think Gering can put out a pretty good football club.
And as you heard in our post-game comments from head coach Danny O'Boyle, he was not pleased with the product they put out on the field, and they've got things to work on because, like you said, it doesn't get any easier. Grand Island Northwest and then on the road in Hastings, two of the top teams, I think, this season in Class B. So it doesn't get any easier, and it may be a process for Gering here the rest of the season.
Well, and as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, and there's some good things going on out there, and I really look forward to watching this team grow as the year goes on and seeing what they can do, because I think they got a good coach, they got some good kids, and everybody played extremely hard out there, and you really saw that tonight. There was nobody taking any plays off.
Well, Gering with another chance next week as Grand Island Northwest comes to town. Adam, great job tonight. Glad to have you in the booth, and like we said, we're both going to get better just like the football team from week to week. So we're going to try and improve next week as Grand Island Northwest comes to town. So for Adam Ostick, I'm Jeff Kelly. Good night from Gering's Memorial Stadium.
As our world has changed, the way we stay connected looks different than before. Even though our communities and classrooms face new challenges and uncertainties, Viera Wireless is here to help your kids keep learning, in the classroom or at home. For less than 35 cents a day, our Student Unlimited